This will be an unboxing of the Helion Invictus brushless 10MT truck. Actually a brand new truck that came out by Helion. I heard about it about 2 weeks ago, and I was actually surprised that it came out pretty quick after they announced it and saw a review in, I think it was RC Driver magazine. So gonna get this out, and I'm actually have my Stampede 4x4. So I'll do a comparisons real quick between these two when I do this unboxing, so everyone can see the differences in the two as well. Try to get this done with one hand, if I can do this and still film it. Let's see how this thing comes all packed up. And there it is, actually. It's pretty low. I went with it looks like it's pink, but it actually is red. I went with the red one. I like that color a little bit better, but it looks pretty low. I have my Stampede 4x4 actually pretty low to the ground, if you can see both of those together. But I think, let's see why this is so low. Oh, they have the shocks zip tied down. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe to save on some packaging or packing up the actual truck. Let's go ahead and cut these zip ties if I can do this with one hand and still film. Snip. Snip. There we go. Starting to rise up. And there's one in the front. Snip. And snip. Yeah, that's a lot better. Oh, let's get this plastic off of it. And there it is right there. Suspension seems to be pretty good, actually. Just to compare these two, because I know everyone will probably want to see the differences. They look to be about the same width. The height's going to be a little different because I actually have my Stampede as a truggy, but that doesn't seem to be too bad either, comparing those two there. Seems to be about the same width. Why is that crooked? Looks a little crooked there, but we'll look at that in a few. The tires actually feel pretty good. Tires actually feel really good, actually. They feel better than the Graveyard since they have some foam in them. I know Traxxas has the Monster Jam ones, but these actually feel a lot better than those. Should feel a heck of a lot better than those. They seem to be 2.2 on the outside and 2.8 on the inside. Let's go ahead and remove the body. One of the things I was curious about was the battery component and fitting LiPo batteries in there. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Not too shabby, not too bad. I'm not too thrilled about these old Tamiya, or Tamiya, however you say it, Tamiya, tomato connectors, but that'll come off. It comes with a 9.6V nickel metal battery. It's only 1800 milliamps though, so that'll last all of 3 minutes, if that, when you run it. One thing I did see in a lot of the pictures for this is that, yep, it's molded. They have this molded to an actual 9.6 volt nickel metal battery pack. So you may have a hard time if you have a thick LiPo in there. It seems like the only LiPos that would fit would be maybe a Traxxas LiPo that's actually longer and thinner for 3-cell. A 2-cell LiPo may fit pretty good, but the thicker 3S's, I know they won't fit, actually. Anything over about 3,000 or 4,000 milliamps is probably not going to fit in there. It's got the reactor system in it, which seems to be fine. I wish they had put a slipper clutch in here, but you can't get everything you want, right? Drivetrain looks to be pretty somewhat solid. It says it comes with a 6-kilogram servo. That would be equivalent to about 200 ounces. That can't be right. That'd be a pretty strong servo. I know it's a stronger servo than what goes in the Dominus, but everything else looks to be pretty good and pretty solid. I know the chassis design was a lot different than the Dominus. You see that right there? which is pretty good because I'm glad it didn't stick with that same layout and design for that. But overall, it seems to be pretty good. I'm going to charge this battery up and do a run with this 9.6, probably a 2S LiPo, and try to strap one of my 3S LiPos in there to try to get a couple of runs on this so everybody can see how this thing runs. In the end, if I end up not liking the truck, one good thing about this hobby is you can always sell your stuff. But anyway, this is the unboxing of this, and I will get some videos up probably within the next couple of hours on this. If you have any questions, just let me know, hit me up, and I try to get back to them within the day or so about this. And maybe I'll do a comparison in speed between this and also my Stampede 4x4, even though my Stampede 4x4 has a 4-pole motor in it now, a 3800 4-pole and a Mama Max Pro speed controller, but it's still geared with the stock gearing in there. So I'll do a comparison. I don't know if I'll do too much of a durability test because I don't want to scratch it up and bash it up too bad, but this is the Helion Invictus 10 MT truck with the reactor motor and ESC. Have any questions? Just hit me up. Thanks.